and talk about that that uh that oh, the God gong. It's like, see, this was supposed to be G job, bro. I don't know what she went. I don't know what she went and did. But what had happened was when them girls, they got my DNA in them. I think it could be just assumption, really. But I know they all part of my tree. But so it's like, as we looking for we just use this is anime stuff. As we looking for the God gong, we looking for the God gong, and it's like my family got it. They the one got it, playing goofy, and they got this incredible, extreme lucky gene, unfair lucky gene, and the one that done got obsessed with doing this stuff, this stealing of identity, which is my uncle. This anime stuff. It ain't the one I really can care less about. He's straight. He cool to the world, but I don't know what he got going on. But it ain't the pretty boy David. It's the one that can't read. That was the family call him. They call him can't read. That's his nickname, can't read or something like that. Them brothers bad, bro. I remember they all got together. They was in there talking to their mama and daddy. That's when my grandparents were still living. And he said, I know somebody who could do this and do that and do this. And one of the other brothers, Damien, let's just call him Damien. That's his name. Like all of them got they left a little bad little Diablo. They all look like Diablo. But let's just say his name. Damien. His name is Damien. Damien looked at can't read and said, how you know about that? He said, I just know things. He said, nah, that white woman told you, because he go with a white woman. That white woman told you about that, because you can't read. All the rest of us said, yeah, you can't read. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so we looking for the God gone, but can't read is the one that done did all this. Done destiny swap with somebody. So the spring, we found the base. We found the wall. This is probably what would took 3 lifetimes, because you get tired of dealing with it after a while. Because it's like courage stole the spring. Okay? This is good, man. Courage, so let's say can't read is courage. And courage stole the spring. And so when I call them, let's say when I call these angels in of mine to help, somehow they started swapping DNA with these people, and my DNA got caught up in it. So that's how my DNA started going everywhere. So as I'm looking for the spring, I can't look for it no more because the darn girls came in and turned into car wrecks, and now my DNA is all over the place. So let's say the spiritual realm is looking for these parts for me, which is true. The spiritual realm is looking for these parts of the God gone for me. And now they finding it, but they giving it to my angel lovers, which is the enemy. So now we gotta take these people apart. Or a guy gotta be like, so Jesus come through. Jesus be like, I want 9.5. My brother, big brother, Jesus come through. Because it's supposed to be Jesus supposed to have got, the Jesus, the humble one. He was like, I deal with eight. I deal with 8.5. So Jesus come and check on me from time to time. This is anime now. Jesus come through and check on the little brother from time to time. And Jesus said, what is this? What's going on here? What is this? And Jesus said, everything, look, they tore him apart. Put him back together. He's too precious. Put him back together. And for doing this, I want 9.5. And God say, what my child want, my child get. You know what I'm saying? So the father say, what my child want, my child get. So now everybody lose some gong. Everybody lose some gong that had anything to do with the God gong. Because Jesus is the one that's supposed to be gifted the God gong. So now everybody losing their mind. Because people like, and they was talking about Jesus' little brother. I was talking about Jesus' little brother. Had a good old time. And now they losing the God. Now they losing their own God. You know what I'm saying? I listen to her all the time. I think y'all gotta be that goes off of heartbeats or something. Y'all gotta be tied together. Or something. They on purpose synchronicity together. They gotta be married or something. I always be wondering who married what. I met somebody in the spiritual before I got here. Said she was happily married. That gotta be her, cause she look like she doing good. She must have got out of it. I mean, she might not be from America though. One day America gonna be right though. It ain't gonna always be like this. Right now though, my God, it's a headache. Disturbingly so. I say that because their music sounds just so in sync together. You can tell a lot through music. My God, you can tell a lot through music. When if this person if the other person do music, you just tell a lot through music, bro. It ain't even gotta be love. You can tell who a person is, how a person is through music. You can tell where they heart at through music. It can show you. It can be a killer. It can be a killer. And if they do music, you can heal them. I done did that before. If they do music, you can heal them. I guess that would be a good movie. I wouldn't advise it though. I love music, bro. I ain't been in the studio, so I live in the studio. I ain't been in the studio in so long, I probably wouldn't get back in it like I used to, though. But anyway, where we at with the God gong? So you gotta find these pieces, man. And when we call them angels in the help, that kind of slowed everything down. Because they from my tree. They just messed everything up. So Jesus was like, I want the 9.5. So at this point, we in levels for this God gone. A while back, we was at 5, and then we went to 6, skipped 7, went to 8. Now we at 9. Jesus said, I want 9.5. 9.5 God gone. Yesterday night, we finally got on to the 9. So I was able to skip the other one. Hey, Tommy, shut my door. But it just from there, it was from all the people in my energy, bro. I'm just tired of it, bro. Cause it's like everything chained to me that you take, and like they just drain me, and it's purposely done that way. Cause when it get to that last link of chain to take my whole, somebody else was in this position before me. I want to say it was a person named James, but I could be wrong. They said that person was stronger than I was, but somehow I think they killed that person. Somebody killed that person. I don't know who did it. It was a long time ago before we was all born. But somebody else was in this situation. And they figured out it had to been somebody else. Somebody figured out how to kill this person. And they killed him. They must have made him descend somehow. He died. Something happened. That man died. James or Robert or somebody. Somebody died though, bro. And this person is tied to God. But anyway, they pulled this. I bet you. Anyway, they pulled this. Well, with this particular child, which is guys, with this child here, God, like we all got a kid, but he got a unique gift. So you pull this child in and you keep pulling this child in, it's gonna ring a bell to God. God come and get me personally. So as you trying to kill me and destroy me, God gonna come and say he ain't going nowhere. He gonna bring everything back with a vengeance. You gonna have to lose some of your own stuff as it come back. So we done found a lot of the parts though. Base, the wall. It's like you looking for so many parts. Extension, spring. The spring is what we're looking for now. They stole the spring. Courage stole the spring. Courage steal spring or something like that. So it's kind of cool, y'all. Then you start to realize, courage got a vessel. That's what I be like. When I be listening to that, okay, courage. And I know that. I was like, who is courage? Is courage a woman? But courage could be a man. It could be can't read. Courage still courage still spring. Okay, and it could be courage still spring. Or it could be like that's a riddle. It could be a riddle. Or it could be a courage still spring. Or it could be my courage still spring. My courage tend to get in the way. Like my courage self-sabotage me a lot. It don't matter though. Y'all ain't got nothing to give me. I ain't got nothing going on. All I gotta do is do what God does. Let's say I wanted something of this world. And let's say I wanted a lover or a home. These just examples. All I gotta do is finish what God got me doing. And God gonna say pick one. He already got a list of women. We already got a list of women though. But I don't know what, I told God to pick them. But if this get over, but this was wild, bro. Cause whoever's stealing this God gone, it's like God cleaning them all the way up. From the rooter to the tootie, whoever had anything to do with it. Cause it's like, first and foremost, how much dark magic is you in to even be able to steal parts from God? See what I'm saying? So it ain't about the gong, it's about the magic and everybody who participated in that particular magic to do that kind of magic. So it's like cleanup time. That's really what it's about. It ain't about the actual parts. I'm sure this had to happen for each limb on the body. So then we go back to that. I always, that's one story I read that just never made sense. It was the Osiris story. That Osiris book don't make no sense, man. It's like it's a lot missing out of it, and it's purposely missing. I was always intrigued with that story. I always call him the sleeper, bro. They would always sleep. They took his parts and scattered it throughout the world. And people look at it physically. You know, they took his head out and sent his head to Nightmare on Elm Street, and took his feet, shifted his feet somewhere. No, that ain't that ain't how it is. It's like when you look at the gong. Let's look at the gong alone. We got the bass. It's many different parts in this thing, bro. That's why them doctors never cared for it. And that gong, you got the spring, you got the bass, you got the wall. And what it is, it's the wall. The wall, and then you got this intestine that wrap around your waist. And what it is, that wall come down. When that wall goes up, it slides on that intestines, I'm guessing, which make it come up, and then it put pressure on it to where it loses weight and its length. There's weight and its length. So you gotta get the weight, and you look at it in the long and the short. You say, oh, you gotta meet weight, but what that means though? All right, we got this wall. That wall gotta drop. Okay, the wall drop. Then you got the base. The base, which I don't know much about the base because we didn't stay long in the base. And but literally somebody was obsessed with, you know, ball, and they wanted the ball because it was something unique about every part of this gong. But anyway, you got the base, and that wall dropped, and it released that pressure. So, okay, now the pressure and all that is dropping. Now we gotta find the spring. It's unique as hell, bro. It's interesting. So now we gotta find the spring. So you find the spring, and when you find the spring, I don't know. We look for the spring. I don't know how we find the spring, but I done went through springs, and if the springs ain't, you put certain springs on. Literally, it changed your temperature, your emissions. That's crazy. So it changed your temperature, your emissions. So let's say somebody interfered. Let's say it was somebody who played a role in interfering with this God gong, and they was well blessed in that department. So they killed him, took it away from him altogether, took his life and took the gong away. And they tried to give me the gong, but immediately the gong changed my temperature and my emission. And when the gong changed my temperature and my emission, that darkness started to try to come back, seep out, and immediately they took it away. You know, yeah, and I ain't never know all this was going. This probably been going on my whole life, and it's probably because I haven't been doing the test that it been taking so long. So that's why the test is relevant for me, Adam. The test is relevant for Adam. Jesus is older than Adam. I'm guessing that anyway. Jesus definitely older than Adam. Jesus is a big dog. So something, I don't know how that worked, but it's something tricky right there with that Adam stuff. Like I said, God got more kids than we think. I mean, it's God, bro. Alpha Omega. Anyway, all right, now we get back into the gong, right? And that same thing with women. So uh, I drifted away from my typical jacket that I use. Like whether she with somebody or not, that's my jacket. She know it. So I'm sure if she get with somebody, she'll tell them, well, I'm always be doing stuff with him regardless, cause something going on in the spiritual. You ain't got no choice. Anyway, so I drift around this jacket, try to give her some time. And when I drift around this jacket, I went to another jacket. But that jacket, for one, I already elevated high enough. And for two, um, she married, which still ain't a problem because her jacket still belong to me too. But for three, her attitude is pretty steamy a little bit or something. It ain't bad, but she probably about like mine. And four, uh, it's just, it wasn't gonna work. It's just all the way where it wasn't gonna work. So let's say I go to another jacket, but these particular jackets somehow help me find certain parts of these gongs quicker. Something like that. And let's say I use another jacket, which is the other jacket I typically use. I got S and G over here. So I use G jacket. G jacket, it goes straight to the problem, but G got something going on that I can't deal with. So now we back into the energy that I said that these like G and R and S, that group right there is like if I not S but the rest of them, if I tap into their jackets, it's actually gonna help the people they with, which is actually the enemy to me finding this God gong. Not the enemy, they ain't the enemy of me. They actually are triple ops working in the spiritual, hidden in the physical. So what that means is these girls probably with certain individuals. I don't know if they still are. This is just anime. These girls probably with these individuals. And they or was with these individuals. What they didn't know is those individuals was triple ops for the dark side, stealing this God Kong. So they had tools. They had tools. They had tools on the dark side to cipher the gong from cipher DNA from God and add to themselves. They had this incredible, super extreme lucky gene, unfair lucky gene, and they ciphered the energy. They were ciphering DNA through those angels that belong to God, from God, to manipulate the just through sex. So these could be good lovers to these women, but there was really it's something more going on in the spiritual that they don't see. So basically, they set up shop around these women, and I couldn't. Either way it go, long story short, I couldn't be with their jackets. I couldn't utilize the energy of their jackets no more. No way. Cause they'll start draining me. I feel tired all the time. So with the typical jacket that I do use, I don't really feel drained, which is a good sign. And that means like, let's say this person in the physical, um, let's say this person in the physical dealing with somebody, but she ain't dealing with nobody, and this uh, that's attacking me in my book, in my generational curses, in my family, nothing like that. Now, if I do start to get weak, tired, she probably got more. Let's say I ain't saying that, but let's say she got multiple partners. That don't mean she'll, you know, that don't mean she'll, or nothing like that. Let's just say this assumption, and she got them all across the world. Well, they still ain't part of my family. Now, let's say she get rid of one of them, and then she start dealing with somebody in the family. Well, it's gonna drain me. It's gonna start to hurt me, and then I think maybe at one time, oh, she probably is. I don't know. I really ain't been dealing with nobody lately. I ain't been dealing with nobody lately. So that's been the hold up, really. It's like I gotta get the flow to move. So now we can really see the enemy that's attacking me. Now we can see how what people think is a very low vibration or a garbage person. Now watch them. Now let's say it ain't her though. Let's say it's my flame, but she know who it is. Let's say my flame. Now we can bring the flame in the situation. I don't deal with the flame, right? But she dealing with these people though, strongly. Now watch this. Watch how all this go together. Now let's say my flame know about all these women and probably somehow re-navigated everybody. Okay? And they done ciphered energy out of me. And my energy done went to all these women, doppelgangers of me. They uh estras, emulators, um, copy and paste, prompts. They're not the real deal though. And this was all put into place. But these women do not know this. They probably got good relationship with these guys, probably done got pregnant by them and whatever. They don't know this is going on behind the scene. This DNA done set up shop around these women. They probably have good times together and everything. They don't have a clue. They don't see this part. And they cipher energy from God through these women. Because these angels belong to God. So, what that mean? They need to be with you? No, I can care less who you be with. You don't need to be in my energy, period. If you don't need to you don't need to be having sexual intercourse with nobody in my energy. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Well, it's too late for that now. But that's what I was trying to tell you. So, anyway, they set up shop around these women. So they got them. You failed your test, basically. So, and that flame was like, let's say she was an orchestra. I'm not saying this is true. This is just element. That flame orchestrated all this. So now we see, you thought she was a bomb. You thought she was this. You thought she was low vibration, but somehow she got all y'all caught up. She got all y'all in this situation. But you might say, well, she didn't get me caught up in that. Well, yes, she actually did, because she navigated all these. She probably navigated that her float. Um, that test probably live on her float. Not saying it's evil or nothing, but saying that test is probably part of her float. So anybody who got anything to do with that test, good or bad, you still got, she's the captain over that float. So yeah. Cause hey, I know that story I can tell y'all about men, what men like for women to do. Blow your mind, and y'all women would never do it, but some women will. Anyway, so she's the captain over that float. All right, now watch this. Now, the main one that's actually still in the gong, that's doing the magic and probably got these books and stuff, is behind her. Them ancient books and stuff. They're not with y'all. So the one who actually got a lot of the power is behind her. Somehow. But this, I'm just using her for example. She not probably not the person though. But so but look at how this worked though. Y'all with North Nose, twins, the flames, and stuff like that, whatever the case might be. It don't really matter South North Nose, but the original flame was her. So they trying to get to the God Gong. The original owner of the God Gong is me. So that automatically shows you how powerful me and her was when everybody thought we wasn't nothing, we were garbage. See how powerful that is? He who is least here, great over there. And now I'm showing you in the physical here. This is beautiful. Now watch this. Y'all need my energy. You need me to do the test because it make people feel good. Oh, feel good. But you done messed me up so bad, a woman, I can't deal with it. I ain't dealing with it. Oh, it feels so good. It make me feel good. I ain't dealing with it. Oh, it make me feel so good. It's very cool. But you over there, and then but God sees this. God sees how you act. So God take that from your lover that make you feel so good. Now you can't deal with him neither. See how that work? And then, cause that's the power we got. We angels. We all angels. We gotta start acting like it. So, she over here goofing out playing. She already know she got everybody trapped up, and she don't care. Her goal, while everybody else goal was to get wealthy, rich, and this and that, her goal was to do exactly what she was doing, what she doing, cause she was the original flame. And I guarantee you, you messing with you doing business with uh, uh, Bill and David now. I guarantee you that. And see, now we all see the royalty in the family. Mm-hmm. Just like that right there. Now we see how difficult this God gong is. It could take 3 lifetimes, bro. I would say worst case scenario, God will pause it, but I ain't in a hurry and moving on. I told God take his time. But a woman gonna be a woman, money gonna be money, and it's just all the same everywhere. So take your time. I always been alone. Take your time. I ain't got nothing to look forward to. What I'm trying to say. When I do get out of this situation and I do move forward to a new, it'll be completely new to me because I always had to be stuck in a situation where I didn't even really know what life had to offer. So I ain't missing nothing. I told God take your time. So with that being said, that's how far we done got on this anime with this guy gone. So it's like everybody trapped basically. You can't keep the God gone because when you release, if it give off this demonic energy and aura to the earth that the earth do not need no more of. So it's actually breaking the earth down even more. So the gun gonna eat you. And it's gonna keep going. Y'all gonna keep passing it to each other because you're scared you can't give it to the original person because you done did too much illegal stuff. That's how you feel. And you just trying to find, you just keep, you'll go through you'll go through 8 billion and 1 people before you give it back to that one person. You destroy 8 billion and 1 people before you give it back to that one person when you know who it belonged to. That stuff deep, y'all. That's a great anime. It's supposed to be G, and this was my gift, G. Maybe she's still involved in it, but I don't know though.